Hey guys, how
Hello,
are you guys doing?
fine.
Doing good.
Oh, so are you guys going back to your hometown?
Yeah, but maybe
Yeah,
next month.
probably next week, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh, and where's Ayin, by the way?
Yeah, she's never been late to our call before. So it's always her, the being the first person in the call. This is very odd. Oh, hello, Ian. We were just
Wow,
talking about you.
I like your background picture, by the way, Ayin. So
Hello.
creative.
What's with the
Are
long
you
face?
okay? Why are you looking so sad?
I just got off work actually, so I'm actually really physically, mentally drained.
What
So many things.
happened?
Did you know that I actually asked my manager for a day off today, but she told me to just come to work because she said that it's just an excuse. I told her physically, I'm just tired. I'm physically, mentally drained, but then she said that, oh, it's just an excuse. You're just being lazy. You're just weak and stuff like that. So I just don't know. She
What?
the way that she said that I'm weak is just
Oh
so then I
no,
just forced myself to go to work. Yeah.
I see.
Oh, that's
you know,
disgusting.
I actually read a newspaper article
Yeah.
from the Straits Times. About mental health. There are many reasons people, Malaysians, avoid seeking the mental health treatment they needed. Yeah, I think you should meet a expert, a professional to get help. Because one of the reasons that the article mentioned is that social stigma. Many Malaysians, they're afraid of being judged, especially at your workplace. Like the manager will think you as weak, which can actually put your job at risk because social stigma is a very dangerous thing. If you don't get the help they needed, you will actually delay your treatment. You don't and in the article a doctor even said that why don't you meet the doctor if you have mental health issue, but you go to the doctor when you have physical issue, right? So it makes sense. You don't have to follow the social stigma. Just be brave and meet the doctor.
I agree.
True, true,
Thank
true,
you
true.
for
you know
yeah.
there are a lot of examples given even in the article, where a parent is afraid of seeing the doctors because of that their child is the one who become the victim of domestic violence, abuse. Yeah, also just because you uh, feel that society will not accept you, you need to be brave. You don't have to listen to this because social stigma is not necessarily the proper way, the correct way. You have to see the doctors if you really needed help.
I agree.
True. Same. I agree.
But like honestly, right? I feel like even if I wanted to talk to my friends about this, like they think I'm crazy and then they distance themselves from me. And some of them even said that, oh my god, you're just overreacting. It's just a normal thing, like stress and everything. I don't know what to do. So like it's just like lack of awareness or something. Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. That's odd. That's a very
Yeah.
wrong thing to say. But I do agree, though. I do think that it's because of the lack of awareness and education regarding this matter. Because, like, let's be real, like the local school, we don't really teach this kind of thing. So I guess that's where the stigma come from. But it's bad. Like, it's very concerning for me because like it creates like fear, misunderstanding, and shame about this when we should not be ashamed about it at all because this is normal. It's not something that we ask for. I actually read an article too. I found it online and it sounds interesting, so I just read it. Like regarding about the lack of awareness and education regarding this matter in our country, and it's honestly again extremely concerning. And I like how the article emphasize about the extreme importance to have an open discussions about mental health, and I really appreciate that you at least open up to us today, even though you still haven't get your proper diagnosis yet. But thank you for sharing your problem. We appreciate you, and we do not want to invalidate your feelings or emotion. We truly understand.
Yes, agree.
Yeah, about getting diagnosis, I've been trying. It's not that I don't try, but I've been trying to get my diagnosis or just get some therapy. But because I don't have that much money, went to a government hospital and they told me that I needed to wait like at least 2 to 3 months. And yeah, I just don't know. I feel like I'm giving up already.
Actually, I have something to tell you guys, and it's actually a bit crazy. I find it very crazy, but you all might think that, oh, it's not that crazy. But
Mm.
there's like this report that I found accidentally, but I'm glad I did because it stated that um, it shows how our services are fewer than the World Health Organization recommended number for every 10,000 people. So, especially in rural areas where access to care is particularly limited. Can you guys imagine? Like, that is insane because mental health is basically like it's getting a serious matter day by day. And those who actually seek, who wants to seek for therapists, just like what you said just now, Aileen, it's pretty hard because they took for almost a year for them to get their first appointment, which is insane. Can you believe you have to wait for a year to get your first appointment? And not to mention that you have to pay for 200 ringgit to 800 ringgit, I think, for your first appointment in private service lah. But still lah, imagine where do you get that much of money just to, you know, be- that is insane.
Exactly, I agree. 800
Yeah,
is absurd.
Yeah,
What?
I
it's
get
true.
it.
Can you imagine? It's insane.
Exactly. Yeah, it is really insane. But like, do you guys know like where and how should I get help like without breaking the bank or like anything that the government or anything that you guys or anyone can improve the access to the services and everything?
Mhm.
Without breaking the bank, I mean, like, there's a lot of like free or maybe like cheaper activities that we can do to distress on ourselves without, the professional help. I mean, I would still suggest you to get professional help for diagnosis if you actually, perhaps you actually need the medicines. But like, we can distress on ourselves. We can go on a trip. Maybe, yeah, maybe we should go on a trip. We should plan a trip together.
True. That would be so interesting.
Mm.
Or I have a
Oh,
solution. Can I? Can I? Okay.
Yeah, sure, go on.
Maybe we should do this more often. You know, like talking about our feelings, talking about our problems together, sharing our problems. That can help with our mental health, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we need to raise awareness. Not just between us, among other people, but the importance of seeking the mental health.
True.
Even a
True.
study has done research that if you see someone that's successful, and when you see them talking about this issue, it actually help give other people the courage, to seek the help they needed. And when influencers, or political figures speak up more about this, it can normalize the topic of mental health, which can help a lot of us seeking the help we needed.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe
True, true,
crazy
true.
idea, but maybe we should start an IG account to raise awareness. That's such a Gen Z thing to do, but I think it
I
will be
would love
fun.
that. I would love to do that, by
Yeah,
the
let's
way.
yeah,
contribute to
Just
our
saying.
society. That would be a good thing.
yeah.
Hmm?
Actually, after talking to you guys, I actually feel so much better. So like, thank you so much for
That's nice.
everything. Yeah, I needed this, you know.
Glad that we can help you.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're friends.
yeah,
Think I guess our discussion tonight, it's bring me a lot of information, about why mental health issues get many people doesn't get help they needed. Thank you for the information you guys sharing with.
yeah,
Yeah, I love the information from you too. That's a
Yeah.
very long article, by the way.
Hmm.
yeah.
So do
Thank you,
you finally
Eileen, for
figure
bringing up
out like
this
what are you
matter.
going to do next? Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much.
So what are you gonna do next?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's time, but I think I need to go. How about we end this conversation right now?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can go
Okay.
next time. We all
yeah.
need some rest. I also need some rest. Okay,
You
bye
guys take
everybody.
care.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
See you guys soon. Let's hang out soon.
See you guys. Yeah, we
Bye.
should.